Now then, welcome back to another episode of Avant on the FTOG server. Today, what are we going to do? Well, I'm still working in the warehouse. The warehouse is built and I want to populate it. So far, this is the warehouse. It's not very full of stuff and things and bits and pieces that people might want. It's not very full at all. Now, there's a few different things, like common resources, that I'm thinking about putting in my warehouse. Just having excess storage for things like cobble, which we can make in a cobble gen, and sand and glass and stone and all those kind of things. But a lot of people on the server are already setting up things that auto cook and smelt and do things like that to get those resources. So there's no point. There's no point getting those sort of resources. So another thing that I've been thinking of. Get the creeper, get the creeper, get the creeper. That's another thing I've been thinking of. Get the creeper. Oh, come on, creeps. I was backing off. Dang it. Okay, fine. Yeah, another thing I was thinking of, though, was stuff that's slightly more difficult to get hold of. Things that are slightly less regular things that people can get all over the place. You know the stuff people will try and get that they can't get easily, and I want to provide things like that for free. I want it to be kind of like when you do a skyblock and you've got nothing and you make something from nothing, that kind of stuff. So there's a few different things that I want to do. And one of the things that I've spotted that people have started using is this water strainer kit thing, right? Generates items while in water, kind of like fishing, water strainers type stuff, right? Well, a water strainer doesn't look too difficult, so I want to start by making this kind of stuff. We'll make a hopper, we'll make a strainer. There's the water strainer base, and then there's presumably several different versions of this strainer that we can use, and it has so many uses available. And this is doing what? Gravel, dirt, what? This does all sorts of stuff. Sand, dirt, fish, clay, gold nuggets, sticks, all sorts. Then the type ones do just sand, dirt, gravel. Okay. Wood planks, fish, more fish, more fish. So it's all about the fish, really, isn't it? But sand, dirt, gravel, clay, stone, oak wood planks, gold nuggets, all that kind of stuff available. The survivalist version isn't too expensive, so I think we're going to have a go with that. And I believe we need some water to do it. So, well, I'm going to give it a go. And then I want to see if I can auto-extract some of the things out of it. Auto-extract some of the loot. Where did I put my... Aha, there it is. I was trying to remember where I put my gate. I remember having a gate. Now, this is supposed to have some kind of water around it. I could set them up down here, but I'm not setting them up around and about this section. I want to set them up inside the warehouse so I can start taking the goods from the strainer and sending them somewhere. Hopefully. Hopefully. I would like to, that's the thing. So the floor below this floor is where I want to set up the automation of things. And then on this floor here, I can have the storage so that people can then use it. So let's have a look, see what we've got down here. At the minute, we don't have a lot, which is good. We don't need a lot. Now, a theory behind this, I don't know where to start. Let's start by making an infinite water source over here, because I'm probably going to need the infinite water. So there we go. Alright. And then set up something just over this side, I suppose. I did start digging all of this kind of stuff out. But let's start, I don't know, let's start here. Why not? Let's do a simplistic looking thing to test it out. I believe we need to go a couple of blocks down for the strainer base, and then put some water flowing past it. So let's test that out. I've not played with this before, so I don't know how it's supposed to work exactly, so let's mess with it. So that's the strainer base. and that's supposed to go in water. I don't know if the base of it needs to go in water, so I guess that's the first thing to check. I'm pretty sure the top of it does need to go in water, but let's test that out. So let's put the water there. It actually goes through the block, which is kind of cool, I guess. Kind of cool. Get another water, make an infinite source over here as well. And we'll have the water flowing through it. Right? And then you're supposed to put the strainer on top. And that strains the water as you go. And I guess it just waits. Oh, there we go, it's working. So we're getting sand and stuff already. So already, that's all you need to worry about. So you just need water flowing through it, basically. And it strains the water. Where this water's picking up that stuff from, I'll never know. But this is Minecraft for you. There you go. And that uses a use every time it collects something. Okay. So it's going to take some time, but that's okay. It's going to take some time. Oh, another little check. Let's see. Is it going to need to put... If I put one there and one there, is it going to stop the water? Is it going to stop it when I do that? Let's see. Well, 1077. Gravel, sand, anything coming? Does it need water by the side? I believe the more water you've got, the stronger the effect, or the better the effect. Yeah, it is collecting. It's just collecting some dirt. Look, so it is collecting, but I think it collects faster if it's got better flow. So maybe if I take these out as well, it'll have even more quickness. Now I don't really want it to be running like constantly all the time, but that is something I don't think I can turn off. So having it so that it just generates these resources is the first stage. How to get them out of there and up into the warehouse, into a storage, is my next little issue. I don't know how to extract from the thing. So I've got item conducts, I've got transfer nodes and pipes, and I'm going to need some kind of barrel or chest or something. Let's just do a chest for now to test this out and see where we can go from there. There's a few other things that I want to try and achieve as well, but for right now, this is the first thing I want to test. Can I put that on top? No, I cannot. Can I put it on a side? No, I can replace it. Dang it. Okay, that's not... I replaced it. That's not what I wanted to do, is it? And I've got this down here as well. Okay, I've now picked up 2. Did I dupe it somehow? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me there's a dupe glitch. That has got it there, and when I break that, I've still only got 2. No, that's okay then. I thought I only picked up 1, but still. And can I take this off? Can I take it out? Take it off? Yes, I can. Now, can I place a block there, and then put this on top? Like that, and then take this out, and then put this back in, and then use this to pick up items. Doesn't look like it wants to pick up items, does it? It doesn't look like it wants to take the items out of the inventory. Maybe then the actual inventory is this block part down here, in which case let's do that. And if I go down this way, the water is technically not flowing into this block. It's flowing over the top to the next bit. That's cool. Okay. And then can we get this out up here and then put a chest on it? And do we extract items? Apparently not. Okay. Still got the items in there. No automation that way. Okay. What about one of these then? And with this set up to extract on, and bring the item conducts up. Still got nothing. No, still got nothing. Okay, let's break it and check it out. Check it out now. Let's see there. That should have an insert. Now, does that pull? That pulls the solid strainer. That pulls the strainer out. Okay. So we don't want to pull the strainer out. Is that trying to take anything? No, that's really not doing anything, is it? Okay. So what other options do I have? From the base, from the underside of it, maybe? Okay, so it seems to work that you pull out from the underside. I've got it set up so that there's an item conduit underneath there, pulling up from the underside of the thing into the underside of the chest. And as you can see, things are appearing. Slowly but surely, things will appear. And those things can be a kind of an infinite resource that can then go up into some kind of storage up there. Like fish. I could even cook the fish, I suppose. I could sort them out and store them up above. So there's thing number one. And the only real thing is the durability on this strainer that you get. I'm not really sure what the other stuff is. Like this reinforced one needs diamonds. I'm not really that fussed about it to make diamond ones. But the iron one should be okay. Lots of resources there. And these ones, sticks and string, should be super simple to make. Whether or not I can insert through the side of the block is another matter. To try and make it so that it's constantly making the strainers from some form of sticks and string that we've got. I get plenty of string from a farming, and sticks, well, I don't know. Maybe that's a thing that we can do a bit later on and test that out. But it's definitely working now, so we'll leave it like that for now. We'll leave all that stuff that appears from it in there, and we'll just let it build up a supply while we're doing something else. The next thing that I was thinking of checking out was sugarcane production. Now, sugarcane production is a simple thing, but you generally need a ton of it if you're going to need any at all. And the easiest way... Oh, Grok came in. Hi. The easiest way has got to be to just have sugarcane and break it. So I want to see about a block breaker. A block breaker. Now, there's two types of block breaker. There's this random things block breaker. This is a very cheap recipe. And this block breaker will just literally break the block in front of it all the time. And then the item just sits on the floor, which would mean I'd need some kind of vacuum hopper or hopper system to suck up the item. Whereas this block liquidator breaks the block in front of it and inserts the drops into the network. It needs to be connected to the network. Now that is something cool. Storage network is a fairly new mod to me. That looks fairly simple to make though, right? That looks fairly simple to make. So storage network would be my next thing to look at. Storage net. There we go. So there's only a few things for storage network. One thing I noticed though is this cable master, the heart of the network. Only one per network needs RF to operate. And that requires some quartz and a diamond. Now, I went to the nether last time and I grabbed a fair amount of quartz. So I'm hoping that I've got enough for this particular project. Not in there. Quartz, yes, and I got some quartz blocks as well. Awesome. Let's get some more iron on me as well, just in case. And we should be able to make that now. Those things. Actually, I think I've got some of those in a chest over here. I've got 4. Okay, not quite enough. I've got some stone though. That's good. See about making these up. Let's go with just one set for now. I would really like to figure out how all of this works because it looks pretty cool. Even though there's not much of it, it seems to look like it does a lot of things that we would want it to do. That we would want to happen in things. So I think that's a way forward. Block of quartz. We'll make 2 more blocks of quartz. Thank you. Give me that, and then give me this. Yes. Okay. Awesome. I didn't get an achievement get, though. Oh, didn't give me an achievement get. Needs RF to operate. So I can always make another one of these. So I'll take that for now. and we'll set this up downstairs. Actually, let me make that block breaker as well while I'm here. Block liquidator. So I need those, and we want 3 picks per sugarcane, as it were, which is not really an issue, but at the same time, I don't particularly want to have too much going on down here. I don't want to cause lag when people are around spawn. I do want to see this stuff sort of working, but I don't really want to cause any lag. So this is the first thing that I want to test out and set up down here. Make it look pretty, of course. I want to make this part of the base look pretty as well, and I want all the storage to go in here. But this storage network thing may be pretty dang cool. So we've got that. That requires RF, so let's put that in there. This has got some RF. Is it using it all up? It has already emptied out into there. That's good. And then a block liquidator. Do I need a link cable? Default. Connect parts of the network. Okay. So that connects to that. Okay. And then this connects to that. Okay. Yeah, so far so good. And then we're going to need a little bit of sand, which I'm sure I've got one of those by now. And again, sticks. Look, I'm getting sticks through this. So, harking back to making these and supplying them automatically, sticks and string to make the basics. So it gives me sticks and a string. I could have a string farm from the thing going on over there. But that is something I'll probably figure out in a bit. I don't want to work on that just yet. I'm looking at all sorts of things today in today's episode. So we got that there, yeah. And I'll put a bit of sand there and a bit of that there, and then go fetch myself some sugarcane. I think I've got a few bits of sugarcane. Ooh, let's go up. I don't think I've turned it all into paper. I did use a lot of paper the other day, though. Where I put the sugarcane, I can't tell you. Gonna be something like in here. Yeah, there we go. Good, good. Alright, and then I probably need some sort of storage disk or drive for this. Wireless access, access remote, export cable, fluid, imports, item storage cable, connect an inventory to the network, needs to be connected via the network. Okay, so that connects to chests and things, that's cool to know. Fluid box, item request table. Used to overview and request items from the network, needs to be connected to the network. Okay. Vacuum cable, inserts, drops items onto the ground. Oh, that's cool as well. Alright. Item box, stores items, needs to be connected to the network. Okay, let's have one of those because that's going to store the things. Oh man, I love getting into some of these kind of mods. If I connect it right there, I don't know if it's connected to the network. I'm guessing it is. It's got the link cable, block liquidator, and the item box. Okay, so it says it's there. Okay, so now when this grows, it breaks it. And then does it put it in the storage box? Does it put it in anywhere? Where did it put it? Is it still in there? Okay, import filter, blacklist. What's this? Priority, input, output. It's got nothing. It's got nothing. Put it on there, it breaks it. Put it on there, it breaks it. But how do I access it? Maybe I've got to use one of those accessors to be able to access the inventory. But the inventory was there, it was clickable. Maybe that was a whitelisting variety of things. Fluid request, no. Item request, that. Okay, so we need to make a little crafting table. That's easy enough. Need to make some more of those cables. Okay, easy enough. Make some more of this. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of the mundane crafting to start off with, and then once I've shown you all the bits and pieces, I will mess around with a little bit off camera and show you what I came up with. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you the things that I wanted to play around with before I started playing around with them, rather than experimenting with them and then showing you all about it. So let's see, can I put that there? That is connected now, yeah, and that is, oh look at that. That's my, that's the stuff. So that is storing the stuff. But that is where I access it. I've got a search. I've got sort by name. Ascending, descending. I've even got a crafting grid here. Can I craft it? Yes, I can. Awesome. Can I put items into here? Yes, I can. Awesome. Okay, so I can craft paper out of it. That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Okay, so there's so many different things that I could use this for. This particular item request table is something that will work well in a base. Very applied energistics. I like that. Very simple as well. I could also somehow connect this chest to it and have this simple storage network sorting things out down here for me. I wonder now if this would actually break the string block. What's it called? Flax. I think it's flax. I think it's a flax seed thing. Let's do a little test on the flax seeds because the flax seeds obviously make string. There's flax seeds. Okay, let's get a few flax seeds. I've got a flax farm out here, but it's a right click to collect the stuff, and I don't know if that's going to be farmable through a block breaker. I doubt it, to be honest. The pumpkins, that may be something I can do with a block breaker because I can generate where it's going to grow and then block break it when I get to that point. So I've got a few things that I definitely can do down here. I doubt this flaxseed is one of them, to be honest. And I need a little hoe. I need a little hoe. I don't say that very often. I need a little hoe. There we go. Alright, let's see. So, I doubt that this block breaker will go any higher than such and such. Fluid liquidator breaks fluid in front of it and inserts the liquid into the network. Needs to be connected to the network. Import cable. Yeah. Block liquidator toggle unit. Can disable parts of the network when powered with redstone. Storage cable. Remote access. Remote access. Remote access. So there's not really too much to it. This fluid storage box stores fluid, which I could potentially use for lava later on. But one of the things I wanted to test out was to see if this would work with flax. I doubt it does, but let's see. Let's take a piece of dirt, and we can change this around for a piece of dirt. And actually, the piece of dirt probably needs to go on one higher up, doesn't it? There, and then hoe it and plant it, and that just breaks it straight away. Yeah, just what I was thinking. Yeah, so that's not going to work for that. I'm going to need some kind of automated farm for that one. But it is ideal and working perfectly for sugarcane, and it should also work well for melons and pumpkins. So I can start setting some of that up and have some of these block liquidators automating the stockpiling of this stuff. I want an output as well, an export cable. That's a piston. So let me test that out as well. I don't want to keep running backwards and forwards to the crafting table the whole episode. So I'm literally just want to try out a few things here and there. The export table needs a piston, so we grab a piston and see what that does. And then make one of those. There we go. Item export cables. Okay. And I guess I should make some of this as well. Boom. There we go. And also, does it constantly use power? Is this is slowly but surely running down. 4000. It doesn't show me any sort of power usage or anything here, does it? It just shows me what it's full, and it doesn't seem to be going down very fast. So it might be per process, which would be nice. If it's per process, then that's nice, because it doesn't do anything otherwise. If I take something out, like paper, is that going to use some up? Nope, still doesn't use anything up to take things out and put things in. So that's okay. And I presume I can do some auto crafting style stuff. But let's just go with this here. Item export into that. I do like the graphic. That looks pretty cool. It looks like it's connected. Can I click on this? I can presumably prioritize and filter stuff. Yeah. Is it going to send everything out? No. Do I have to filter certain items like the sugarcane? If I put the sugarcane in there, will it filter? Yeah, it sends the other 4 sugarcane out. Put that in there, and does it stay? It goes. It all comes into here. Okay, well that's nice and easy to put items in the right chests from the network. I like it, I like it, I like it. And that of course also means that I can use the import cable, or the item storage cable, or do I need an input? There's an export, fluid input export, item import. Item import. Import items from the attached inventory into the network, needs to be connected to the network. Okay. So in this case over here, I can have this connected and just suck all of this stuff out. The wood planks, you can actually burn wood planks, can't you? So it might be something, I could either turn the wood planks into sticks to make more of those things, or I might be able to burn the wood planks. No, it won't let me. Okay. So I need some way of generating random resources that I can turn into energy as well. And it should just be a stable, steady, like skyblock production factory. Because I don't want it to be too much, but when the chunks are loaded around here, the freebies will generate and get put into storage up there. I reckon the sugarcane farm could be potentially done better without the cost of this block liquidator. I could do a mass sugarcane farm and a mass pumpkin farm and all that. But really, I'm just there for the odd bits and pieces. While I'm around here doing stuff, the odd few things going into this sort of storage network would be pretty cool. And then the output into the warehouse. Yeah. I got this. I'm going to play around with it for a lot more time. And I will be right back to show you the progress. Wow, I didn't realise how long I'd been talking already. I'll check the footage. One thing I've done here, just as a little thing just to start me off, I was testing this out, was seeing if I could input the items through an item input cable. And the difference between an export and an import cable seems to be that this is like a whitelist of things that it exports, and this can be a whitelist or a blacklist. So I can blacklist items I don't want as default, which is kind of cool. It means it'll just empty everything out. But if I wanted to keep the things that make the strainers, like the sticks and stuff, if I wanted to keep that separate, then I could have it so this does not export out the goodies into this system. So the one main thing that I've found, other than the storage is adequate really, that is, I don't know, blacklist or whitelist stuff. The storage, it's not using a lot of power. It has 115 empty slots, whatever that is. I don't know exactly how that works. But it's storing things nicely. It's developing a storage of all these freebies, all these things that are for free. And I can send all of this kind of stuff up into my warehouse. I've started clearing an area to start setting the warehouse storage system up in there. But I've got to do a lot more playing around with it. And I feel like that is now the end of today's episode. So thank you all very, very much for watching today's episode of Avant. On the FTOG server. This is potentially my new favourite mod. Just saying, this is potentially my new favourite mod. And I will be playing around with it a fair bit, just to see what I can do. The main thing though is that I need iron. Like bucket loads of iron. The iron that I've used so far is my entire supply of iron. I'm going to need to go mining for a few days now, just to make sure I've got enough iron so I can play with this storage network mod. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to get busy. I will see you in the next episode of Avant.